The 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup, held in France a year after the 2018 Men's World Cup edition in Russia. A total of 24 teams qualified for the World Cup. New Zealand from Oceania, Australia, Japan, South Korea, China, and Thailand from Asia, Italy, Spain, France, Germany, the Netherlands, England, Scotland, Norway, and Sweden from Europe, South Africa, Cameroon, and Nigeria from Africa, Canada, the United States, and Jamaica from North Central America and Caribbean, Brazil, Chile, and Argentina from South America qualified to compete in the 2019 FIFA World Cup. The United States defeated the Netherlands in the final, resulted in a championship for the United States team. Sweden beat England to take third place. The 24 teams played out 52 games for the FIFA Women's World Cup. The United States demolished Thailand with a record 13-0 win. It's noteworthy that it was the most goals ever scored in the Women's World Cup match. In two games, Germany versus Nigeria and Norway versus Australia, 18 corner kicks were delivered, more than any other games. The United States against Chile performed 15 corner kicks, the highest number of corners for a team in a single match during this tournament. The offside flag went up the most for Italy in the match against Australia. Although Italy defeated Australia, Italy were caught offside 8 times in this game. In addition, the number of fouls in this game was high. During the World Cup semi-final between Sweden and the Netherlands, Sweden committed 24 fouls, the greatest number of fouls for a team in a single match in this tournament. China received 4 yellow cards with the match against Germany as well as Brazil during the face-off against France. A total of 146 goals were scored across the 2019 Women's FIFA World Cup. There were 63 goals in the first half, 81 goals in the second half, and 2 goals after extra time. At the 5-minute intervals, more goals were scored between the 80th and 85th minutes. 14 goals, or around 10% of the total goals. Fewer goals were scored in the first and in the last 5 minutes of the games. 3 goals, or about 2% of the total goals. Now let's take a look at what time the first goal was scored. As the histogram shows, the first goal was scored 20% of the time in the 10 to 15 minute time range, and almost 46% of the time in the first 20 minutes of a game. The percentage of goals scored by headers was 18.49%, penalties 12.33%, own goals 5.48%, and free kicks 2.05%. In another manifestation of data, 15 out of 146 goals were scored following a corner kick, which 8 of them were headed goals. The top graph shows the number of goals each team scored in the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup. The top 3 teams are the United States with 26, England with a baker's dozen, and Sweden with 12 goals. New Zealand is the only team which did score a goal when Cameroon mistakenly scored an own goal. The bottom left chart shows the detail on penalty kicks. The US scored 2 penalties against Spain, 1 penalty against the Netherlands, and missed 1 penalty during the match between the US and Chile. Should be noted that England missed 3 out of its 4 penalties. Thailand, Scotland, Sweden, South Korea, Brazil, Cameroon, Nigeria, and France were the teams that put the ball in their own net. Brazil on average committed more fouls than the other teams. On the other hand, New Zealand committed fewer fouls. The US on average committed 8.43 fouls during 7 games. In this tournament, a total of 124 yellow cards were issued and Brazil received the most yellow cards. A total of 4 red cards were issued during this World Cup. Australia, England, South Africa, and Nigeria were the teams which received the red card. For the average number of corner kicks, France had the highest and Argentina had the lowest average. The US on average attempted 6.57 corners per game. With regard to the average number of shots, the US located at the top and Thailand is at the bottom of the chart. Furthermore, the US had the highest and Nigeria had the lowest average hits on target than the other teams. It seems that the US severely challenged its opponents. On average, Canada had the highest ball possession percentage. The US takes 4th place in terms of ball possession. Thailand had the lowest percentage of possession. Australia had the highest and Nigeria had the lowest number of passes. The US on average had 466 passes in a game and completed 76% of the passes. On average, Japan with 82% had the most completed passes. In contrary, Cameroon had the lowest pass accuracy. The 4-4-2 was the most played formation in this tournament. By the way, the favored formation of the US team in the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup was 4-3-3. I'm Mohammad Saheb Honar and thank you for watching this video.